For centuries, the Book of Enoch was lost to the Western world, a vanished text, whispered about in ancient references but missing from the shelves. Its rediscovery began in the late 1700s, when Scottish explorer James Bruce traveled deep into Ethiopia. There, he found the Book of Enoch preserved by the Ethiopian Orthodox Church, copied for generations in the ancient Ge'ez language. Bruce brought copies back to Europe in 1773, reintroducing a text that had shaped early Christian thought. But the real breakthrough came in 1821, when Richard Laurence, an Oxford professor, published the first English translation. Suddenly, Enoch's visions and prophecies were accessible to the world. This was more than an academic event. It was a reconnection with the spiritual roots of early Christianity. The Book of Enoch offered a window into the beliefs and hopes of the ancients, revealing that many new ideas were echoes of a much older conversation. Its journey from Ethiopia to Europe reminds us that lost knowledge can re-emerge, reshaping our understanding of faith and history. The return of Enoch's book was a moment of rediscovery, inviting a new generation to explore its mysteries. Sometimes, the most profound truths are hidden in plain sight, waiting for the right moment to be found again. Enoch, the seventh from Adam, was a man who walked with Yah, and then was taken, never tasting death. The Book of Enoch expands on this mystery, presenting him as a prophet who saw the sweep of human history, from the ancient past to the world's end. Enoch's visions weren't for his own time. He wrote for a distant generation, those living in the last days. His message was a beacon for the scattered tribes and the righteous among the nations, offering hope in a time of chaos. Enoch foresaw a world where wickedness would peak and the righteous would suffer, but he assured them it was all part of a divine plan. His prophecies were a gift, guidance for navigating darkness without losing faith. The Book of Enoch speaks across millennia, suggesting our struggles and questions were anticipated long ago. Enoch's journey into the heavens gave him a perspective that transcended his era. He became a timeless messenger, offering warning and encouragement to all who seek truth at the end of the age. His vision is a roadmap for the soul, drawn by one who walked with Yah. In Enoch's words, we find both a warning and a promise. His message: you are not forgotten, even in the world's darkest hour. The Book of Enoch opens with a powerful blessing for the elect and righteous living in a time of tribulation. This isn't a history lesson, it's a message for those enduring the world's darkest days. Enoch describes a coming judgment, the Holy and Mighty One descending with his heavenly host, shaking the earth to its core. Mountains melt, the wicked tremble, but for the righteous, there is peace and protection. The prophecy draws a sharp line: terror for the wicked, mercy for the faithful. Even as the world is upended, the elect are promised sanctuary. This hope is woven into the warning. Deliverance has been planned since the beginning. The book's opening verses set the tone: judgment for the wicked, salvation for the elect, and a final intervention in human affairs. Enoch's words assure a future generation that they are not abandoned. Their peace is guaranteed, even as the world shakes. The Book of Enoch is both a warning and a comfort, a promise that justice and mercy will prevail. In the end, the faithful will find peace. The Book of Enoch echoes through later biblical texts, especially those about the end times. The New Testament book of Jude quotes Enoch directly, showing his authority among early Christians. Daniel's visions of tribulation and judgment mirror Enoch's, both describing a final reckoning for the wicked and vindication for the righteous. Yeshua's teachings in Matthew 24 about tribulation, his return, and the gathering of the elect reflect Enoch's themes. The book of Revelation is saturated with Enochian imagery: heavenly thrones, angelic hosts, the punishment of fallen angels, and the New Jerusalem. Enoch provided the original vocabulary for prophecy, a foundation for later visions. The Christian vision of the end times didn't appear in a vacuum. It was built on the prophetic tradition Enoch began. Enoch's voice is the background music of biblical prophecy. Enoch's book describes two global judgments: the flood of Noah's day and a future judgment by fire. The first, a cleansing by water, gave humanity a new beginning. The second, Enoch warns, will be a fiery purification, removing all that is corrupt. This theme runs through Scripture, echoed by prophets and apostles alike. Enoch's visions of fire and final justice are among the earliest and most vivid. These judgments teach that history has a moral arc, actions have consequences, and divine justice is certain. The flood is a warning, the coming fire a wake-up call. Only the righteous will endure when the world is judged again. In troubled times, understanding is more vital than mere survival. The Book of Enoch offers this understanding as a divine gift, Mother Wisdom. Wisdom is more than knowledge. It's seeing the world through divine eyes, finding purpose in chaos. Enoch's visions prepare the righteous for tribulation, giving them clarity when the world is confused. This knowledge is a spiritual anchor, a promise that the faithful will not face darkness alone. Mother Wisdom transforms suffering into meaning, turning fear into hope. The book promises not an absence of trouble, but inner peace and confidence. For those lost in modern turmoil, Enoch's message is timeless. Seek wisdom, and you'll find strength. True understanding is a gift for those who search beyond the surface. With Mother Wisdom, we face the future with resilient faith. The Book of Enoch is more than an ancient curiosity. It's a missing piece of the foundation of early Christian belief. Its rediscovery restored a vital witness to the prophetic tradition that shaped the worldview of Yahshua and his apostles. Enoch's themes, final judgment, the Messiah, fallen angels, and salvation, are woven into the New Testament. The early believers lived within a story first revealed by Enoch, not inventing a new one. Today, as chaos grows, Enoch's voice speaks again. Our troubles were foreseen, and there is a purpose at work. For the scattered and the righteous, it offers hope, identity, and a promise of peace. Enoch's book bridges the ancient world and the end of days, reminding us our story is part of a cosmic drama. It calls us to seek wisdom, quiet our fears, and strengthen our faith. By unveiling Enoch's secrets, we gain a clearer vision of the future and our place within it.